Wauseon High School. I would like to welcome everyone to the 139th Annual Wauseon High School Commencement Program. At this time, I would ask that you please take a moment to turn off or silence your cell phones. Thank you. At this time, please stand for the processional and remain standing until all of the seniors of the class of 2019 are seated. Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Clark, Mr. Bloom, and band members for playing our processional music for us today. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Levi Crisula, class of 2019 president, to begin our program today.
Good afternoon and welcome. It is my pleasure to be speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2019. Before we get started, I want to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you to the Wauseon community for being a great place to grow up. Thank you to all the teachers for having to deal with us 8 to 9 months out of every year. Thank you to all the faculty that made the ceremony possible. Thank you to all my classmates for all the great memories. And lastly, I want to say thank you to my mom and dad for all that they do for me. I love you guys. With that being said, this is not an end, but a beginning for all of our future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Levi. I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank our superintendent, treasurer, and board of education for their support, dedication, and commitment to the students, staff, and community of Wauseon. With us today, we have Superintendent Mr. Larry Brown, Treasurer Mr. Dave Fleming, Board President Mrs. Sandra Griggs, Board Vice President Mr. Larry Fruth, and board members Mrs. Amy Fisher, Mrs. Stacy Radabaugh, Mr. Rick Stidham. Would you please stand to be recognized? At Wauseon High School, we are in the position of finishing the final 4 years for all these students. But it has taken a lot of hard work through grades K through 12 to get students to this milestone occasion today. Wauseon is blessed with the best teaching staff and support staff in the state of Ohio. And I would like to thank all of those staff members that worked every day to help make students of Wauseon successful. Would any Wauseon teacher, administrator, counselor, and any support staff, grades K through 12, that are with us today, please stand to be recognized. Each year, a number of our students attend the 4-County Career Center, where they receive experience-based education that prepares them to excel in college, secondary school, and a range of careers. Today we have a guest representative from 4-County Career Center. I would ask that Mrs. Erin Custer stand to be recognized. We welcome you. Now we have a musical selection, Omnia Soul, performed by our senior ensemble.
As the ensemble prepares to get in place, I just wanted to give you the text meaning of the Latin text that we'll be singing in this selection. Omnia sol temperat absens in remota means the sun warms everything, even when I am far away. Ama me fidelete, fidem meam noto. Love me faithfully and know that I am faithful.
Thank you, seniors. At this time, Mrs. Sandra Griggs, Waseon Board of Education President, will now recognize our valedictorians for the class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Letterman. It is my privilege to be able to announce the valedictorians from this class of 2019. I'll read your names and I'd like you to remain standing, please. Christina Norman and Justin Freestone. Christina is the daughter of Roy and Anna Norman. She is graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Christina has been involved in many activities throughout high school. She was a class representative on Student Council, Vice President of the National Honor Society, and a STAMP mentor. She is also a member of the Girls Christian Fellowship, the Art Club, and the Spanish Club. She has been an 8-year member of 4-H, earning many awards at the local and state fairs. She has also been a member of the Waseon varsity softball team, earning many honors on the team. Christina plans to attend Bowling Green State University, majoring in marine biology. She has a passion for learning and hopes to attend graduate school and participate in research for water advancement and conservation while living near a shoreline. Congratulations, Christina. Justin Freestone is the son of Michael and Brandy Freestone. He is graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Justin has been a member of the National Honor Society, a member of the chorale, and the a cappella choir for 3 years. He is vice president of the Spanish Club and president of the Society Honoraria Hispanica. Excuse me if I didn't pronounce that correctly. He has been a member of the Waseon swim team throughout high school. Justin is an Eagle Scout, a member of the Order of the Arrow, and a staff member for the National Youth Leadership Training. Justin will be attending Ohio University, majoring in marine, freshwater, and environmental biology. He has a passion for research and preserving our ecosystem. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Griggs. We have an established academic Hall of Fame at Waseon High School. This Hall of Fame recognizes distinguished alumni, legends of education, as well as the top 5% of each graduating class. They are inducted into the Waseon High School Academic Hall of Fame each year. Students must have attended Waseon High School for both semesters of their senior year to be eligible. Will the following students please come forward? Cody Albright, Danielle Bryan, Sam Frank, Justin Freestone, Kennedy Grimm, Christina Norman, Hannah Reeker, and Joey Shima. These 8 individuals represent the top 5% of the class of 2019. We would like to commend these students here today as newly inducted members of the 2019 Waseon High School Academic Hall of Fame. Mrs. Westfall and Mrs. Vorwick are presenting each inductee with a pin and a certificate. A plaque with their names will be added to our Academic Hall of Fame display at the main entrance of the high school. Congratulations, students. Terry Brown, Superintendent of Wauseon Schools, who will introduce today's class address speakers chosen by their classmates.
Thank you, Mr. Leatherman. On behalf of the Wauseon Exempted Village Schools, I offer congratulations to the graduates of 2019 on your graduation today. I personally wish all of you good luck in your future endeavors, wherever your plans take you. I'll start with our first speaker is Christina Norman. Christina, she's coming forward. This will be a little bit more brief because many of the things have already been stated about, so part of my speech is going on here. But Christina is the daughter of Roy and Anna Norman, and she was inducted in the National Honor Society in 2017. She has aspirations of attending graduate school to receive a PhD and likely become a professor. So let's welcome Christina to the stage.
I would like to start by thanking everyone here who helped us get to where we are today. We owe a lot to our teachers, administrators, family members, friends, and fellow classmates for sticking with us through all the ups and downs of high school, even when it felt like there were far more downs than ups. It really has been a long road, and our class has seen our schools and community change tremendously over the last 18 years. We will be some of the last to remember playing on the little t-ball fields by the train tracks before we had the Biddle Park complex. And we're the last grade to have been in the old Elm Street Elementary School before we moved on to the new building. Technologically, we experienced the switch from traditional textbooks to Chromebooks, and we're probably the reason behind a lot of the strict cell phone rules over at the middle school. We've had classmates, teachers, and coaches come and go through the years, moving to different school districts or entering our own. And in our activities, from academic to athletic to performance competitions, we witnessed both some amazing victories and some heartbreaking defeats. But through all the changes we've experienced, the class of 2019 has always had an incredible sense of solidarity. We all have our groups of friends and teammates that we spend most of our time with, but even with those smaller divisions, we still went through our experiences together. Sometimes it was for the better, like when the student section would rally up for the big game. Sometimes it was for the worse, like when, before we would even walk into the classroom, we would all decide, you know what, this is going to be one bad test. But even in those days when we were drowning in schoolwork, sports, and other activities, we still turned toward each other for help. There were plenty of early morning study sessions, late night phone calls, and in my case, very, very many hours poured into making Quizlet sets. We all wanted to see each other succeed no matter what, and that support gave us the determination we needed to persevere when things got tough. That form of compassion is something that sets us apart from other classes, and it's something that I urge you not to take for granted. I know there are plenty of graduates here who are ready to leave Wauseon and see what else is out there. I know I was definitely thinking that every 20-degree morning I was scraping ice off of my car. And in all honesty, I had that mindset throughout most of high school. I wanted to leave and go somewhere newer, and preferably warmer. Then, as I went through my senior year and the realization dawned on me that my school years were coming to a close, I started to slow down and really take the time to think about my experiences here at Wauseon. Sure, there were plenty of cold days, and you can only see cornfields so many times before they get a little bit boring. But looking back, I realized that this town and this school is a pretty incredible place to grow up and learn. And I think that it's important that we don't forget about the support we got from knowing most of our classmates for years and being able to turn to them for help, because that's something that a lot of colleges and workplaces just won't have. Appreciate this small town and tightly knit community while you still have it. Don't lose your drive to expand your horizons and experience something new, but always remember the experiences you've had to shape you into who you are now, the newest graduates of Wauseon High School. This day should be spent excitedly thinking ahead to your futures, whether it be college, the workforce, other education, or the military. But when you get the chance, I encourage you all to look back on the road you've traveled to get to where you are today. It definitely had its bumps, but it was a wonderful journey, and I'm so glad to have shared it with all of you. There is no doubt in my mind that you're going to be amazing. Thank you.
Next we have Hunter Manton. Hunter is the son of Tony Manton and Karen Miller. He plans to attend The Ohio State University with a planned field of study in public policy. Hunter served as a student council representative. In high school, Hunter was actively involved in about every stage-based activity available to Wauseon High School students. He was captain of the speech and debate team, and he was a member of the mock trial and Wauseon High School stage and stage theater musical productions throughout his career. Hunter had a good May in 2019 with first place finishes in Freedom Shrine and the high school talent show. He credits his success in high school to the lessons he learned in speech and debate. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Hunter Mann to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I want to thank my classmates for trusting me with the honor of speaking on this occasion. They knew what they were getting into and they dove headfirst into it anyway. I'd like to start by celebrating a group of people here without whom this occasion would have much less cause for celebration. First, I'd like to celebrate the teachers and administrators that I see here before me, who've gone well above their professional and personal requirements to ensure that each student has the tools to succeed in high school and in life, knowing well the difference between the two. I would also like to thank parents who must be feeling a little relieved at the prospect of no longer having to pitch in for fundraisers, drive us to our college visits, and tie our ties. I also see a community who's carried us on their shoulders, making sure that our sports events are cheered for, our teams are cheered for the loudest, that our theater productions are played to a packed auditorium, and that our formative years are some of the most memorable and most useful in our lives. Now, to the class of 2019. Well, we've made it. We've spent the last dozen years or so doing different things with different people. We've been doing different things with different people. I'm sorry. Doing different things with different people, but we're all here now, about to receive the same certificate, which is accomplishing the same thing. Whether you're the slacker who sat in the back of the classroom and barely got by, or whether you're the person who crammed for every quiz, test, and essay, you're here. Whether you're training for the state title, or whether you cursed yourself getting out of bed in the morning, you're here. Today is a testament to the fact that sometimes our different paths can often lead to the same conclusions, the same emotions, and the same destination. I'd like to share with you a conclusion of mine. And that is that there is no use in imagining differences between ourselves that don't exist. We've gone through high school, in some cases doing different things and having different passions and different interests, but it has all led us to this day, and this moment of togetherness, and many moments of togetherness that we've experienced as high school students. College and the workplace will afford the class of 2019 to experience new horizons and acquaint themselves with a group of people who are new and diverse. So why take that opportunity to find replacements for our friends from high school? We can use these formative years as a tool for us to shape how we're going to go into the future with a diverse group of people. The world reserves its happiness for those who seek happiness in the world and not in themselves. And with that, I remark that the temptation to believe that your way of life or that your way of thinking are superior to others may seem like a tempting way to elevate yourself. It isn't. It may seem like a tempting way to gain success, but in reality, it's an effective way to gain ridicule. So to the class of 2019, I state my confidence in your ability to broaden your horizons, and with each day, knowing that you've just learned a fraction of what we will learn in the future. This month, all across the country, students our age are going through the same milestone of graduating high school. As our generation blossoms into adulthood, we will no doubt encounter the skepticism from our older counterparts. Indeed, our older counterparts who themselves felt skepticism from their older counterparts. But the fact that this class is entirely comprised of people who were born in the 2000s may subject them to cynicism. Our older counterparts worry whether a group of people who were born entirely after the year 1999 can still accomplish things and live up to the promise of previous generations. They may worry that a group of adults who have one foot in the digital world and one foot in the real world may struggle to find meaningful relationships in life. And they worry knowing the fact that this generation emphasizes somewhat different American values than the previous ones. But rest assured, this generation has proven something. Each generation, including this so-called Generation Z, will follow a trend of being more compassionate, more inclusive, more open-minded, and more willing to listen. Our class and many classes graduating this month have proven one thing, and that is that trends, or at least in our case, sometimes are worth following. Congratulations and thank you to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Christina and Hunter. We now have an instrumental musical selection, Sedona, performed by our concert band and will be conducted by senior Lucas Shaw. Thank you, concert band. This is the 139th annual Wauseon High School Commencement Program. It is an exciting day for each of these graduates, and we are pleased that you are here sharing it with them today. It is my pleasure at this time to present the class of 2019. This class has continued to measure up to the high levels of expectations that are held at Wauseon High School. This class has performed well in areas of drama, speech, band, choir, agriculture, and athletics. This class has produced 7 state and 3 national speech qualifiers. They have been a part of a band and choir that has earned superior ratings at the state level. Members of this class have taken part in numerous successful theatrical performances. The class of 2019 has students that were members of a gold-rated FFA chapter. Athletically, the class of 2019 has been a part of 15 different team NWOAL League Championships, 3 state team runner-up titles, and a wrestling team duel state championship, along with multiple individual state qualifiers and placers. The class has experienced success on many levels and have memories that will last a lifetime. Academically, this class has performed well. 64 are honor students, 8 have earned an ACT score of 28 or higher, and 5 have scored a 30 or above, with 1 student receiving a perfect score of 36 on the English and reading portion of the ACT. These seniors were offered many scholarships, with approximately $73,000 coming from local scholarships and over $378,000 in other scholarships for the first year of college. Because many of these scholarships are renewable based on grade point averages, this class has the potential of being offered approximately $1.5 million in scholarship money over the course of 4 years. The class of 2019 has 65% of its members accepted into post-secondary school programs. That breaks down to 45% to a 4-year college, 20% to a business, trade, community, or technical school. At this time, we have 9 students that have indicated to us that they will be serving our country and protecting our freedoms by entering one of our branches of the military. I would ask that those individuals please stand as I call your name and state your enlistment, and stay standing, please. Austin Edwards, Navy. Jaden Meeker, Army. Tristan Page, Marines. Emily Partridge, Air Force. Cecilia Saldivar, Army National Guard. Zeb Smith, Navy. Maya Suarez, Army National Guard. Riley Todd, Army. And Zach Van Hoy, Army. You may be seated. Class of 2019, I have great confidence in your abilities to be successful in life, as you have demonstrated time and time again to everyone here at Wauseon High School your drive and desire to perform at the highest level. Seniors, I personally want to thank you for your many contributions to Wauseon High School that you have given through your leadership, service, and high standard of excellence you've demanded of yourself and displayed to others. You have prepared yourselves well for the next chapter in your lives, and I encourage each and every one of you to fulfill your potential to its fullest. As your class motto says, our lives before us, our past behind us, but memories are forever with us. I sincerely hope that each of you have created great memories while here at Wauseon High School. Members of the class of 2019, it has been my pleasure to have been your principal for the past 4 years, and I wish each and every one of you the best of luck. Mrs. Griggs and members of the Board of Education, as principal of Wauseon High School, I hereby certify that the class of 2019 has met the prescribed requirements of the state of Ohio and the Wauseon Board of Education, and are hereby presented to you for the awarding of their diplomas. First row, please stand up. Many of our graduates are wearing various cords that represent different things. Graduates wearing a gold cord are National Honor Society members, and graduates wearing red ribbons and medallions have a 3.3 or above grade point average. Graduates wearing the red, white, and blue cords are the graduates joining the branch of the military after graduation. The young women wearing the turquoise blue cords are graduating members of the Girls Christian Fellowship. The cords represent the Bible scripture Numbers chapter 15, verses 37 through 41, reminding them that they are God's people and their clothing represents a part of that identity. The maroon and gray cords are worn by some of the graduates, indicating that they have reached the ruby level of distinction in the National Speech and Debate Association through their involvement in the high school speech team. Graduates wearing the blue and yellow cords are 4-year members of the FFA. Assisting with the diplomas is Mr. Ryan Odell, Assistant Principal, and helping with the flowers as guidance counselors Mrs. Laura Vorwick and Mrs. Terry Westfall. Audience, I would ask that you please hold your attendance until all of the diplomas have been presented. Anyone wishing to take a photo may come up forward to this open area. We just ask that you please take your photo and return to your seat, offering everyone the same opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Chandler Kane Aguilar. Cody Ray Albright. James Arthur Allen. Zamam Zain Mohammed Al-Tahari. Trent Allen Armstrong. McKenna Caitlin Ashbaugh. Abraham Ayala Jimenez. Taylor Alyssa Bailey. Tristan August Barajas. Jacob Patrick Barone. Madison Elizabeth Baugh. Monica Rose Betts. Brady J. Blaylock. Haley Marie Brown. Mariana Lee Brunn. Danielle Nicole Bryan. Juan Julian Bueno. Caden Richard Burgett. Alonzo Campos Jimenez. Christian Cantu. Maggie Jo Carter. Zachary Allen Carroll. Michael Vincent Cheeson. Joseph Dane Chow. Jasmine Marie Coleman Davis. Jose Ivan Cordova Jr. Morgan Jade Couts. Mackenzie Lynn Darnell. Trent Kenneth Davis. Garrett Michael Demeline. Kaylee Sue Dobacheski. Aiden Timothy Sennett Ish. Austin Jerome Edwards Jr. II. Jaden Kobe Scott Falke. Ashton Sue Failer. Skylar Marie Figgy. Nolan Xavier Flint. Samuel William Frank. Justin Michael Freestone. Angela Marie Garbers. Amber Natasha Goins. Miguel Angel Gomez. Matthew Nicholas Gonzalez. Alexandria Nicole Gray. Kennedy Joan Grimm. Kieran Sakuro Grimm. Alexandro Guerrero. Alexa Marie Lynn Hall. Aaron Douglas Harris. Madison Lee Henry. Brandon James Hernandez. Emily Grace Ethel. Gabriel Maurice Hogan. Genesis Eve Boot. Caleb Matthew Wan. Michaela Lee Kearney. Sierra Maylin Killy. Jordan Claire Kinnersley. Anna Marie Koenig. Levi Thomas Crisula. Aiden Allen Krieger. Rachel Mary Lee. Stanley Edward Lagenza. Caleb Jason Liu. Juan Antonio Laura Jr. Joshua Adam Love. Madison Taylor Luffs. Caleb Charles Macklin. Matthew Brett Manson. Marissa Michelle Martinez. Chase Aaron Matten. Hunter Anthony Matten. Jaden Dale Meeker. Sergio Adrian Melendez. Dylan Robert Michael. Lindsay Renee Miller. Marin Shea Miller. Esteban Alexander Molina. Shaylin Anna Molina. Jalen Ray Myers. Aaron Raymond Newland. Kaylin D. Knopfsinger. Christina Mary Norman. Brianna Lynn O'Neill. Tristan Christopher Page. Eric Jason Parker Jr. Vicente Feliciano Parra II. Hayden Gregory Peacock. Jessica Elizabeth Perez. Samantha Alexis Petz. Emily Joelle Patridge. Alicia Marie Reel. Lindsay Ann Renford. Kayla Jasmine Rana. Jillian McCole Reynolds. Brandon Wesley Rhodes Jr. Hannah Elizabeth Rieker. Maya Nicole Riley. Gavin Michael Ritter. Caleb Matthew Rocha. Victoria Dora Rocha. Trevor Josue Rodriguez. Brianna Shea Ruby. Alyssa May Russell. Cecilia Saldivar. Kaylee Corday Sikowski. Alexandria Sue Sauber. Lucas Dale Shong. Ryan Michael Shear. Ariana Emily Siegert. Levi Joseph Seiler. Hunter J. Sears. Jaden Marie Schellenberger. Elisa Michaela Schelt. Joseph Addison Shima. Jocelyn Ray Smallman. Cade Christopher Smith. Garrett Glenn Smith. Paige Alexandria Smith. Parker Allen Smith. Tamara Rochelle Smith. Zebediah Aaron Smith. Fernando Soto. Aubrey Renee Starkweather. Mallory Suann Strauss. Alexis Lucinda Suarez. Maya Eve Ramon Suarez. Anais Rain Thompson. Alexis Marie Thornsberry. Isaac Dean Turo. Morgan Michelle Todd. Riley Sage Todd. Xavier Alexander Torres. Madison Jessica Trejo. Tristan Mark Uribe. Zachary Tyler Van Hoy. Cody Ray Van Slyke. Kyle Stephen Van Slyke. Nakaya Jade Villarus. Michael Krieger Waite. Julie May Waldron. Natasha Elizabeth Wanke. Levi Park Whitman. Blaine Martin Willis. Rayma Renee Witt. Shelby Lynn Witt. Amber Rose Wolpert. Riley Michelle Reedy. Raven Renee Yarnell. Let's give the class of 2019 a big round of applause. Job well done. Next we have Ms. Anna Caney, class of 2019 secretary, and Mr. Gavin Ritter, class of 2019 treasurer, to present the class gift. They will be presenting the intended use of the remaining funds to school treasurer, Mr. Dave Fleming.
With the remaining balance in the class of 2019's account, we are donating the money to install the window graphics in the 1998 edition hallway.
We would like to formally present the intended use of these funds to Wauseon School Treasurer, Mr. Dave Fleming.
Thank you, Anna and Gavin. As part of the rite of passage associated with the commencement ceremony, I now invite graduates, led by your class president, Levi Krasula, to move the tassels on your caps from the right to the left side. I would now like to introduce Ms. Marissa Martinez, class of 2019 Vice President, to give our closing remarks.
Steve Jobs once said, "Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary." Today is a special day for all of us. All of our hard work and dedication into the school has finally paid off. One day, we will look back at these memories made here and cherish them. This is the end of the chapter, but only the beginning of so many to come. As we look forward to our new beginnings, we must remind ourselves that everything will not come easy. We will have to work to pursue our goals in life. We may be faced with challenges and many difficulties, but it will all be worth it in the end. This is it, class of 2019. We have gone on a crazy journey, and I'm so glad to have gone it through all of you. and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa. At this time, I would ask that you please stand for the Wauseon High School alma mater. The words are in the program for you to sing along. Please remain standing for the recessional, and thank you again for being with us here today to celebrate the class of 2019.